And we're away in the Island Challenge Cup. Oxford Brookes University A up against the University of Texas, USA. Yesterday, University of Texas beat Oxford Brookes C by 1 2/3 length. They look very comfortable in that race. Well, now they're up against Oxford Brookes A and things are getting serious.
Indeed they are. This Oxford Brookes A crew, undefeated in open competition, of similar status this year, and out to a pretty frisky start, just about a third of a length on the University of Texas. And they'll be looking to extend away. This is classic Brookes. Getting out strong, getting out hard, and then their rhythm is so relentless through the middle of the course. You expect them to drop, you expect their sort of pace to come off, and they just set into some sort of cruise control. But they never do. They never allow the opposition away back in, and this is ominous already for Texas.
And we've seen this play out tactically in all of the races just about so far this morning. One crew has really done the work early to get into a controlling position, but it will be interesting to see if that starts to change as the head breeze builds, because we know it will make it a long, slow race, and that can actually be quite a punishing tactic in those conditions, as opposed to yesterday with the tail breeze, where you can really get an insurmountable lead in the early stages of the race.
Yeah, let's see how the conditions develop today. I'm hoping that the sun might make an appearance and the wind will drop a little bit to make things a little bit easier. But Brookes, look, they are building something special with Hugo Gulliver at the helm. Really, really delivering on all fronts, both men's and women's. And this A crew, my personal favourites for the Island Challenge Cup, and showing me, backing my faith here with an impressive display in the opening 500 metres. There are the blades in perfect synchronicity. This crew have been rowing together for a few months now. They won the Brookes Regatta, they won Henley Women's Regatta. They were the fastest Women's 8 at Ghent Regatta, at the Duisburg Regatta. The list goes on, the hyperbole runs dry. This is a really class crew and showing the University of Texas what it takes to beat the best of the British.
As we get a close-up there on the Texas blades, the iconic Longhorn logo. Yesterday they beat Edinburgh University A by 1 length. Oh, sorry, that was Oxford Brookes. I've already mentioned that University of Texas beat Oxford Brookes C by 1 2/3 length yesterday.
And I wonder, Sarah, just looking at the backs of these two crews as they come up towards the camera, I wonder with a program like the University of Texas, who are over here for the first time in a little while, I think, and bringing the very best of their collegiate athletes, one of the foremost programs in the United States of America, if they do lose to Brookes here today, will they be galvanized to come back in future years? I'd imagine they will be. Competitive athletes, they hate to lose. And I would imagine that Texas will be thinking, if we do crash out today on the Friday, we want to come back and be better, be stronger, be faster in 2024.
I think that if you haven't sent a crew for a while, and as these events are building, the women's events particularly, the Island, the Wargrave, the Prince Philip, to send a crew over as a litmus test is really helpful, because if you know the standard of a crew and you know where they finished at Henley, then for future years you can always use that as a yardstick to determine, actually, we've got a crew that's much stronger than the one we sent previously, so we're definitely going to go, we think we'll be in with a chance. Of course, you never know who you're going to draw at Henley. It does change every year, that's the beauty of it, and of course you never know who you're going to meet along the way during the draw itself once you get here, so there is always that, I guess, bit of jeopardy in determining whether it's an investment that you will make, which for the US and Australian and New Zealand and European crews that come over here, it is an investment to come here.
There we go, Brookes doing the absolute business, and that's a great point you make around us pundits. We sort of sat in the guessing game trying to estimate what we think will happen. When we speak to coaches, and I've spoken to a lot of coaches across all the programs this week, they usually have a really good and accurate idea of what is going to happen. And often a coach will say to me, yeah, I think this is a Friday crew. And lo and behold, Friday, they get knocked out and they just know. So your point around sort of yardsticks and barometers is completely true. In Texas, this is a tough test for them. The Longhorns not managing to find the answers, and Brookes now able to enjoy their second half of the course, although there is a lot of grimaces going on, pain etched on their face, but stroked by Brenna Randall, 25 years of age. She's driving her crew on. Relentless Brookes rhythm. Doesn't look like they're going to be overhauled.
Brookes A, as you've said, Tom, winners of the championship 8s at the British University Championships. So Texas are up against the best university crew. It was always going to be a tall order to get through past this incredible outfit from Oxford Brookes University A.
Worth acknowledging as well, this crew from Texas, it is their second varsity boat. So it is athletes probably 9 to 16 or 17, minus a few emissions. They were 6th at the NCAAs and winners of the Big 12 championships and their 8th consecutive conference crown, which in and of itself is an incredible testament to the strength of the program that Dave O'Neill has built. But this isn't their first crew, so Brookes will have been expecting to have dispatched Texas, and they'll just be sure to get the job done here in the closing stages.
Some strong athletes. We look there at the back of Sue Holderness from University of Texas. She represented the USA in the pair at the Under-23 World Championships in Varese. In front of her, Abigail Dawson. She competed in the Diamond Jubilee for Lee Rowing Club in 2021 and 2022 and has now moved over to the USA.
What a shot that is. Henley Church in all its glory, expecting the crowds to be pretty sensational and substantial today on the Friday of Henley. And it's all about this Oxford Brookes crew doing the business in front of the stewards' enclosure. They can lap up the applause, enjoy the plaudits, a job well done. And their thoughts, their minds, their focus will surely shift to Saturday showdowns and the Ireland Challenge Cup lingering tentatively and tantalisingly in the distance.
And we're just letting you enjoy these pictures of Oxford Brookes University putting on a fine display of Student 8 rowing as they cross the line to take the win. Confirmation of that result in the Ireland Challenge Cup. Oxford Brookes University A beating University of Texas, USA.